guys. Hello, Merry Miss everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and yes, today is Wednesday morning, and of course, we have a couple things to cover. New stuff. Let's start with the new stuff first. As you may or may not know, Joe Biden is trying to avert a truckers' strike. The truckers' unions are... Actually, it's a railroad strike. I'm sorry, wrong one. But both industries are having their own problems. Okay, so we'll get to the first. We'll deal with the railroad, and then we'll deal with the truckers. The railroad infrastructure is a major transporter of our goods from other means of shorter distance travel, such as from truckers, and also the railroad delivers goods to the truckers. It picks up the goods, for example, from the Port of Long Beach and the Port of Los Angeles, and delivers those products to the railroad, which then brings the products to distribution points that go to where local truckers pick up the product to distribute to the consumer. Now, as it is now, the railroad unions, freight railroads, are threatening to strike by Friday if no consolidations or no concessions are made to prevent the loss of the railroad. Yeah, that's gonna be bad news. Amtrak has already said that they are going to be taking a few of their long-distance trains off the system for now because it has to go on other railroad lines. So, which means somebody's going to be sitting out there and very, very unhappily missing a train because the train don't come by here no more. That's a scary thought when you think about it. When the train don't come by here no more, what would that mean is that for the consumer is that the trains deliver over 30% of our goods through the United States. It's true that the truck drivers also are a major part of the infrastructure as well. Now, unfortunately, there have been many truck drivers who have quit their jobs, claiming things like unreasonable hours, lousy pay, and that is a really big sore thumb for the transportation state network. Is that if you can't get the products from the railhead or the docks to your local store, then you got a problem. Okay? And like I said, the railroad is a major part of the transportation sector. And with the loss, if this strike happens on Friday, that railroads will not going to be shipping products from their customers to their other customers. So from warehouses to local distribution points. Okay. Not good. How you doing, Krista? Not good. Not good in my neighborhood. No way. No, I don't need that. We don't need to have the railroad workers go on strike, and then all of a sudden putting all the additional frustration on top of the people such as the truckers to fill up the slack when you already have a shortage of truckers in the United States. And we have a shortage of truckers because they quit their jobs. A lot of private truckers have said it's not worth it. we're not making any money. We're losing money. The price of diesel is ridiculous. We can't make money. And that is absolutely a valid point. If you can't get fuel for your truck, you are not going to be jumping with enthusiasm, no matter what happens. So truckers are needed for that. Getting stuff from the distribution point where the railroad leaves it off to the local stores and consumers. So, as far as the truckers, a railroad strike, log jam at the ports, all the ports in the United States. We already had container ships off in the ocean, unable to unload their cargo. It's not going to get any better. And Joe Biden is trying to scramble with union members to try to avert this strike for the railroad employees. Boy, can it get any worse? Well, yeah, it can, because guess what? Heating oil and natural gas prices for this winter are going to be really, really high. For homes that heat with heating oil, your fuel is delivered by truck. Oh yeah. And then the distribution gets their fuel by train. So you see, again, it's the infrastructure where if the railroads are not working, the fuel companies can't get your heating oil, and all of a sudden it's too expensive at any price because now you can't get the fuel you need to keep your house warm. What a mess. What a mess. Jeez. You would think that somebody would come up with a better plan. Oh, I know. Let's put high pressure gas in the ground and ship it by pipeline. That's how natural gas is distributed to most communities, is by underground pipeline. The problem with that is, right now, there is a bit of a shortage of natural gas because we've been exporting a lot of it to other countries, such as the United Kingdom. And then shipping the natural gas outside of the United States, Americans are going to be paying at the meter. Really. They're going to be seeing some really high winter bills. Already, a large portion of America generates electricity now by burning natural gas, especially New England. New England used to be nuclear. Now it's natural gas. Okay, it's the main source of energy now. But nationwide, it's over 60% of our power comes from natural gas. But the price for natural gas has, some cases, doubled in the United States. And now that's not even the heating season yet, which is coming up. They say that given what's going on with energy costs in New England, your energy costs could go up 400%. Now, I already saw a 100% hike in my kilowatt hour range. They say it's 40%. I think it's a little higher than that. I saw my bills go up 40% to 50% on my electric bill during the summer. Normally, during the summer, my electric bill was about $120 to $140. This month, or this year, my electric bill was close to almost $200. Hi, Stan, how you doing? Means I could send get you 500,000. Oh, by the way, me and Stan are going to be going to a computer show in Plainville, Connecticut, on September 24th. I don't know if we're going to be streaming it live or if we're just going to video it and then put it on live later on. It's not a very large computer show. It's like 5 or 6 vendors, but still, it'll be interesting to see what kinds of stuff I can find. There's going to be some vintage electronics there as well. So that's on the 24th in Plainville, Connecticut. $7 admission fee. So if you're interested in that, I would check it out. What am I looking for at the show? Not really a lot. I mean, yeah, I'll be honest. I probably would like to find some extra computer hardware, but more than likely, it's probably gonna be more like a chance just to get out of the house and do some video footage from unique locations instead of the same old places, which I think will be great. The Mohegan Sun concert that Stan CT's talking about. First of all, hermaphroditic woman mistaken for Mohegan Sun's skin. I don't resist success. Far from it. But I want success that's going to be on my terms. Based on what I feel I'm comfortable with success. So that's a completely different answer. But I definitely see the computer show as being an option. So, back to the utilities. What's going to happen when the electric bills for people in New England that heat with electric heat? Right across the chin. Your throat shall be slit. You're not going to be able to afford it. Energy assistance is not going to be there for you. Now, what you'll get is not going to be enough to cover utilities. How you doing, Skunk Game? Yeah, it's gonna be a throat slitting session for a lot of people this winter, because of the costs associated with trying to pay bills. Families are already struggling, businesses are already struggling, and also, if there indeed is no aversion of the strike on the railroad, your prices of goods and services are going to at least double in price because of availability. Okay, now American people are already taking a punch to the wallet enough times, but the sad truth is, it's going to get worse. I know that you guys like to have all fun and games and shit and giggles, and I get that. But unfortunately, the reality has to kick in sometimes. Public publicity percent brings success. Yeah, I know. Actually goes back further than that. Even before Hollywood even existed, there were people that were sometimes mistakenly mixed up with the celebrities that they kind of look like. And so innocent people would kind of get all of a sudden groupies following them, and then they've got, what am I being, oh, you look like, this famous person I know, from stage and theater, or you sound like the person I know I listen to on the radio. It happens. It's publicity stunts bring success. Speaking of meeting up with someone today me and Patty are going to be meeting up at McDonald's. I don't know what to expect out of that. I hope it goes well. But like I said, the last time we did any talking of any serious magnitude was over 2 years, almost 2 years ago, and so I'm really hoping that uh, it'll go fine. According to Sika Tarot, she said that this could be a very successful relationship foundation. I don't know if I'm going to go there right now. I don't think I'm ready to go to that level of focusing on a relationship, but it'd still be interesting to hear and see how it goes. By the way, Patty does watch the show. She does actually. She's enjoying the show, especially with Andrew and Tiger Kitty and Mojo or JoJo and so many other people on the panel. She enjoys that. She says she likes the topics we bring up. Um, she enjoys that we're trying to take the show on a more serious point and track instead of going out there and having all shit and giggles. Although I'd be honest with you and say the show certainly has plenty of both. I have where is she now? Well, yeah, more cleavage. For the men, yes, it does. My new bras will be here today, so we're gonna see how much cleavage I shall get. No, because my landlord does not want Patty here. Because she was a prior tenant. And, so she was thrown out because she couldn't pay the rent. So his policy is if I throw you out for evictions or whatever reason, you can't come back here. Okay? Right. Right, I live in basement. Let's get some people on the panel before we get too crazy, okay? Let's get Craig Senior on first. I don't think anyone else is here. Let's see. I have a hunch there's a lot of people in this winter time that are going to be homeless. How you doing, Gianni? Okay, Stan, I got you. So, clearly, economically, the government needs to do something to protect the most vulnerable from becoming homeless. The government can't figure out how to fix a problem, despite the fact that the problem is so big. If they fail to avoid the strike with the railroad unions, the Democrats think it's going to be, for them in the midterms, it's going to end up being over. Let me just say this. Democrats have done very little since 2020 to get any legislation passed that helps America. And the same can be said about the Senate Republicans. But because the Democrats keep using those reconciliation cards, or what do you want to call them, and basically throwing the Republicans under the bus, despite the fact that the Senate is split 50-50. It's just not going to solve anything. Clearly, Bernie Sanders has been trying to advocate for the people with disability and the elderly, trying to get the Democrats to pass stimulus checks. When she was a senator, Kamala Harris was encouraging the equivalent of a stimulus check. What happened? Well, what happened was, once they got in office, they knew their jobs were secure for at least 6 years, so they did nothing at all. I didn't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that at all. But what I do know is that indeed ETs are here. Stan says, Michelle Marie, we can scale things back a bit and we're scared of Hollywood. You would end. So the stream of Jersey. Stan, what in the hell are you trying to do? Really? Come on. I mean, like I said, I agree we need some humor in this place, but I don't think that's practical. Oh, the reptilians. Well, it's time that we get the others of the outside sources. There are other reptilians in the government that are not evil, that are actually focused on bringing goodness to the world. Oh, did you ever see the latest footage of the triangular spaceships that have been flying around and being filmed by military pilots for over 200 days in their flights? They've been recording these very fast triangular spacecraft that are so fast and so quick, and that's why the Pentagon said, well, we can't deny that there's something out there, because we're catching it on infrared, we're catching it on film, we're catching it on videotape. There was actually a court-ordered Freedom of Information Act put out to the U.S. Navy about another incident, and the Navy refused to honor the Freedom of Information Act. They said, nope, sorry, because of national security, we're not going to release that information. I understand that, Stan. I get it. I get it. Now, it's just a really weird situation that ETs have been flying in our airspace. More like joyriding in a way, because compared to our fighters, they're not exactly, they don't have marker beacons on their craft. They don't have any kind of way for us to identify them. They don't seem to practice any space aviation driving policies that make any sense. Stan, I'm going to Plainville, Connecticut with you on the 24th of September. That's going to be a nice trip to travel to a computer show. Yeah, we're going to be doing something. Now, since we're talking about ETs anyway, let's talk about something about ETs. Why are they monitoring the planet? Why are they here? I mean, what's the point of them monitoring our planet, being in our airspace? It seems to me that they're grooming us for something big, something real big. Maybe they are getting ready to see when they can introduce us to other extraterrestrial species. But they're just slowly getting us used to the thought that indeed, according to the Drake equation, there indeed is life on other planets out there of intelligence. After we have been basically pretty much the solitary living, breathing planet in our solar system. However, now the James West Space Telescope, the JWST, is starting to show us things about space that is totally amazing. Okay, we're starting to see that the universe is not what we thought it was. Now, some scientists are starting to really question the Big Bang Theory, because some of the things that the James West Telescope has showed us does not fit into the Big Bang Theory. I think it's going to be a very interesting experience if one day the James West Space Telescope happens to catch a UFO flying by, and how is that going to affect everybody when if they saw a UFO fly by and the James West Space Telescope happens to pick it up when it's aimed at a distant galaxy? We have these space telescopes that are out there. They are recording. We have the Voyagers. We have the Pioneers. They're going out there in space now recording things. Of course, we have the old Hubble telescope is still doing its thing. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. And of course, We have the Solar Observatory, which is designed to alert us ahead of time with solar activity when the sun acts up. Does God exist if aliens are real? God exists regardless, considering he is an ET. He may even be exogalactic from another galactic galaxy. That gets into the brains theory, where when finally vibrating membranes sometimes touch, and some of that universe's logic goes into the next one through where the singularity is. So if that's the case, then God could be X universe or extra universe, not extragalactic. So he could be from another universe. And same with Mother God. So it doesn't make them less powerful. It makes them even more fascinating. So, does God exist if aliens are real? God exists regardless. But he certainly doesn't dismiss the possibility of extraterrestrials. Because God is the extra universe. He's not of this universe. He may very well be from an nearest universe membrane that touches us, which is also tied to the cosmic string theory. Alright, let me check that on my phone. Some people wonder if I actually had a twin anyway. I swear to God, I wasn't even. I don't think I was. I don't even. 7 years old? Metal roof installed. Hey, Misty, how you doing? Click the link below now to see if you qualify. Don't wait. Okay, so let's take a look at this picture you sent. God, I wasn't even. All right. Hold on, Rusty. What are you doing, cat? Yeah. Okay. No, not really. He doesn't quite look like me. No, he doesn't. Alright, let's get the kitty cat on camera. Rusty time. Now, by the way, have you ever seen the new Buzz Lightyear movie with a robotic cat called Socks? Well, Socks kind of looks like Rusty. And I said, like I said, I said in the person, I said, why couldn't they have had a real cat? Why couldn't they have had a real cat? But then after watching some of the previous scenes in the movie, I think I see the reason. Because Socks is kind of like, it's kind of like R2-D2 in a sense. Kitty Cat says hello. Hey. Get over here. So I'm trying to find Rusty. You can't really hear him though. He's up there. So. So, what happens now? Well, it says the United States also needs more truckers. as well to fill in the transportation deficit. But like I said, personally, I don't know if there's gonna be enough truckers, to fill in all the needs for when the freight railroads go on strike. That's scary. That's scary. Am I nervous? By the way, we're talking to Patty today. The answer is yes. But let's fill in some spots. Like what? Pull out some tarot cards at least for a little bit. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's get some tarot out. Let's pull out some oracle cards too. I haven't done tarot in a while, so let's get some tarot going here. First card for today is Mirror Magic. Lunar Late Past Lives Spectrum and Self-Care. Number 32. Self-care. Let's see. 32. $28. Says the moon changed her light into the vast unknown and touches our corners of the world. She offers her nocturnal magic freely and needs no payment other than appreciation. Her powers control the tides of water and she braves. This writing is small. Heavenly means motion and love. So basically, the self-healing makes sense because I think we all have to do that. I think sometimes we forget we are all kind of tied into the. So okay. Father God, Mother God, Angel Spirit Guides. What is the second Oracle card for today's energy reading. Expansion, ritual, dance, feast, fire. So, ritual, feast, fire. Probably end up bringing some tarot cards with me to the McDonald's again. It's been a while since I did tarot deck readings. Alright, so let's see. Okay, Father God, Mother God, Angel Spirit, guys, what is the general energies reading for today, September 14th, 2022? Keep it simple, please. No reversals, no wild cards. What's the general overall reading for today, September 14th, 2022? Okay, so pull 3 cards out and see how we go. No reversals, so which means we got the moon. Ooh. We got the 8 of Cups. You can see the woman walk away from something. The Hierophant. I'll do one more. The High Priestess. So, the moon often has to do with spiritual awakening. Opportunities to see great success. Number 18 is usually the card of Aquarius, by the way. So I wonder what is transformation, natural cycles, internal intense emotions, spiritual awakening. Okay. But then we have 8 of Cups. This woman is walking away from something. Maybe the opportunity was presented, maybe an emotional opportunity was presented, but some reason it just, she's not interested in it. She's turning her back to it. Hierophant usually has to do with matters, legal matters, society, culture, tradition. Some of you may be dealing with legal matters today. Maybe marriage or matters of the earth system. Last, the High Priestess, number 2. I'm rusty. I haven't done this in a while. Wisdom, uncommon sense and knowledge, enlightenment, comprehension. So, wisdom and comprehension. So maybe this card here, you need to pull another card up. Let's see if there's anything that can clarify what this is about. Some wisdom. What is this about wisdom? Let's see what the result is. We got the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles, she doesn't look like she's overall impressed with her pentacles. when I was doing these, I knew these pretty much by heart. I forgot a lot of them, so I gotta kind of refresh my memory here. Seven of Pentacles is harvest, profit, rewards, accomplishments. So some kind of harvest, rewards, accomplishments. So perhaps through the actions of, we're going to start seeing some success for some people, that they're going to be happy and they're going to achieve something. But she don't look happy. Almost like she's looks indifferent, like, oh, well, you know what, this is big, no big deal, I've been there before, kind of mentality. But basically, the way it looks like, maybe the spiritual enlightenment is why this woman is walking away. Maybe she's decided that the moon isn't what she wants. Maybe she's turning away from the moon enlightenment, and instead of focusing more on traditional matters of the world around them. And in doing so, she says that the high priestess is saying, hey, that's fine, because you're still going to succeed. Look at your 7 of Pentacles. You are going to have some success. I don't really know, because I guess I should do a more specific reading in my case. I probably will be doing readings for Patty when I see her today. I'm sure she's going to want them. Don't let her fool you. She does like tarot. Alright, so. Okay, Mother God, Father God, Angel Spirit Guides. What is going to come of today's reading between Michelle and Patty at McDonald's at 1 o'clock this afternoon? What's the outcome of that meeting going to be? Keep it simple, no reversals, no wild cards. Let's keep it under 6 cards, please. Like I said, keep it simple. Alright, so let's see. We got the Knight of Cups. Ooh, interesting. We got the 7 of Wands, courageousness, energy. We got the 5, oh, competition, sham. That doesn't sound like a good card. I don't know what that's there. Queen of Cups, romance, maybe. Celebration card. Okay, alright, so we can take it from here. Oh, what the hell? Let's just do one more. This is addicting. The Hangman. Things change. Okay. Question is why. Alright, so let's start picking this apart. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, right here, rides towards, I'm so out of practice. Wowee. Let's see. Knight of Cups. He rides gracefully towards romantic adventure. Exhibits sensitivity and idealism. Okay, so he rides towards romantic adventure. However, you also have the 7 of Wands. You can see this guy is courageous. He's ready to. He's ready. He's raring to go in there. 7 of Wands. Courage, advantage, higher ground. But then you got the 5 of Wands right here, which usually represents a competition of sham. So competition, shame, disorganization, disputes, legal issues. The Queen of Cups is also a romance card. She's... The only thing we don't have right now is we can hold deck is a dreamy woman holding the cup of her imagination relies on intuition and feelings, attachment, devotion, commitment, nurturing. Okay, so something there. The dreamy woman. I think she's saying is that somebody's got something special in their mind. Because you got the Four of Wands, which is a celebration card. And lastly, we have the Hangman. Now, the Hangman, this is number 12, is, let's see, usually refers to changes. Toil, sacrifice, surrender, vision, new outlook. New outlook. So the saying is that there's a new outlook. On what? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what the deck will show? Maybe I'm means that I need to be willing to keep an open mind to the great things that are coming this way. That there's definitely great new challenges. Gotta admit, that's pretty interesting. I don't. No more free money. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any more stimulus checks. This person I had sex with, Dory. Um, I think they're kidding. National Eat a Hoagie Day, National Live Creative Day. There isn't going to be stimulus checks. Yeah, that's exactly where they went to. We're stimulating their economy, but not our own. I recommend able-bodied people get a job. If you can't, then join them. Yeah, but guess what? Even Social Security said to crack down on new applicants. I don't know. I don't know. $60. I don't know. Maybe she might want to wait until 67 to get the maximum benefit. course, you gotta understand one thing. Because you do have wealth, especially if you're self-employed, you have been paying into Social Security as your self-employment taxes. Don't forget there will be multiple months, many hours of legal counsel to get benefits. Now that they're cracking down on fraudulent claims from Social Security. If I were to apply and receive SSDI now, I would only get about $2,800 a month. Right, exactly. Right, Stan, exactly that's the case. See, that's the thing people don't really think about with Social Security. Is it's not. If you retire, the new retirement age is 67. If you're a certain age group, you can get all your benefits. But if you retire early, you don't get as much. Okay. I haven't contacted any British banks yet to set up a bank account. I wonder how that would work. Does the interest rate pay better in England? Because in the United States, interest rate sucks. John Heyman, it's almost better to get SSI and SSDI since you could qualify for Medicaid and it will be paid for your Medicare. Yeah, it is different in each state. And also, there is limits on Medicaid. And different states have different income limits. You might be eligible for it. It might be put on the spend down now. I think honestly, if your state doesn't pay for your Medicare and you get paid for it out of your own pocket, just get yourself a good bronze plan or silver plan for medical insurance through healthcare.gov. Because Medicare sucks. Medicaid is not available for everybody. A lot of people don't really think about that, but it's true. A lot of people think everybody in Medicare get everything. That's not the case. Well, the panel is open for anybody who wants to come on. Let me go switch over to that screen. I'm on the screen right now. We all know the morning show goes so much better when the people come on the panel each day. Let's get some talking going. We got so many things to cover. For example, how are people going to manage your heating this winter? Do you have a backup heating system? A lot of people are starting to wonder if they should have a backup heating system. because things are really getting crazy. A lot of people in the United States already had invested in wood stoves and coal stoves. Now people are seriously wondering if they should buy some more wooden coal stoves themselves, new ones. Stan CT said I pay over $800 a month for medical for myself, my ex, and my youngest stepdaughter. On January 1st, I'm only going to be paying for myself, so it should cost me less than half the $800 I'm paying now. Okay. What kind of plan is it? Is it a bronze, gold, or silver plan? Did you get it through healthcare.gov or did you get it through another insurance program? Also, somebody asked me about apartment renters insurance. I saw a commercial for apartment renters insurance called Lemonade. Apartment renters insurance. I can get up to $10,000 coverage. Right. Well, I don't have a wood stove, unfortunately. Connecticut group plan. Okay. In other words, the plan is provided by your work. So, the sad truth is, the people have pointed out that they think there's going to be more evictions coming on in the United States in the next few months, especially after people fall behind in utilities. The Low Income Home Energy Systems Program, I don't think it's going to have enough money to really help all the people that are going to need energy assistance for heating bills. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Something like $5, $10 a month for rent insurance. I'm thinking a $10,000 policy would cover my studio gear, my computer, and some of the basic stuff I have every day. You can start applying for that in October, so okay. Except my landlord provides the heat, so that's the problem. So what kind of assistance does a commercial landlord get? John Hammond says, yeah, take out the renter's policy, pay for a year, and have homeless men come over and steal everything, then file a claim. That's not what I'm interested in doing, but anyway, so the company is called Lemonade. You can actually apply for it on my phone. Let's see. I'm thinking more because the fact is I live in an apartment with a flat roof. And, we've had problems with the building before with leaks and Lemonade rental. Okay. Renters insurance. Alright, Lemonade renters insurance. Insurance quote solutions. No, not insurance. Okay, this is over here. Lemonade Interest Insurance. Install it. Okay, I gotta sign in here. Okay, so I'm installing a Lemonade Interest Insurance. Then they have Embrace Pet Insurance. Limited Mutual Mobile Insurance. Insurance quotes. Let's see, what does this one say? Get car insurance quotes and save. Apply auto insurance quotes. No, I don't need car insurance. Now, big updates, just sending those who were at SoFi Stadium. Lemonade incorporates the simplest and easiest insurance I've ever purchased. All insurance companies need to step into the current time. Okay. Okay. Starts as low as $30 a month for car insurance, $5 a month for renter's insurance. Well, I could take care of renter's insurance at $5 a month. Do you want the application Google Chrome to accept incoming network connections? Why are you asking me? Of course. Why don't you just go through State Farm? Okay, well, I could check out State Farm too. Do you want me to live stream you on the computer? Yes, I'm gonna need your help to do that. I'm gonna let you use my phone. So that that way I don't have to worry about trying to walk around with the phone and trying to deal with everything else at the same time. I was gonna ask you if you would like to do the camera work. Right, so if you're holding my phone as the camera person, you're not gonna have a problem. The only thing is we have to use the Android phone because the iPhones get a detached retina, so you can't really use the rear-facing camera of the iPhone for streaming. Unless you want to make everybody seasick. Really, it is that bad. It's another $350, please. Like, I'm gonna be honest with, like I said on feedback to Apple, I said when I sent my phone in to replace the battery, okay, I knew that my phone had scratches and scuffs because it was a working phone. All of a sudden, I get an email from your tech, and he pointing out to me that my phone has scratches, and scuffs. But what I don't know, and I didn't know, was did they replace the battery in my phone, which they did. But instead, maybe the email should say, we see that there are some other things that we could fix in your phone. We did the initial repair. Would you like us to do more repairs since we have your phone? Yeah. Okay. Why don't you and I arrange to go down there and talk to them? Is that... Oh, that's a real estate agent. I was thinking is that over by the Gomez agency? That's a real estate agent. Right. So, like I said, as far as Stan goes, if you want to use my Android phone to record the video, and I'll just bring my little Wi-Fi pack, my MiFi, since Plainville is in a major metropolitan area, as long as we can get at least 1.8 megabits per second up, we should be able to stream without a problem. Stan, I never heard of Milka actually asking anybody for anything. I haven't even seen Milka in a long time. Which is absolutely true. I have not seen Milka around here at all. They're still working on 10. Now they're doing painting in 10 again. Why did the two ever get married in the first place? Right. And I haven't seen Milka in the building at all. I don't think I've talked to her in over 2 years. I still think those tarot cards were sending me a warning. Because the fact is that 14 weeks until my season starts. Alright, so this, on September 22nd, I get paid from YouTube. It's been 2 months of difficulties, but we finally did bring in the bacon. And it's days like today when it would be nice to have people on the panel. But I'm not seeing anybody on the panel. Let's see. There's the Focus World Maps. September issue is available. Honey Dress Barn, Gear Pantry. So let's get to the news real quick here. Fresh and hot. Queen Elizabeth II coffins arrives at Westminster Hall, where she will be laid in state for 4 days. Supreme investigation. Kagan Gorsuch hint at update on abortion draft that caused firestorm. Jet Set Joe Biden burns taxpayers' cash in 2-hour trip to Delaware. Denman City rookie self-defense laws exposed after attacker killed. Doesn't add up. Volunteer dive team that found Kylie Roden's remains suspects foul play. Teen sex trafficking victim ordered to pay $150,000 to family of rapist she killed. Border agents blast Kamala Harris's border claim, says it's far from secure. Why Harry's tell-all book could destroy his relationships with the royals. Wholesale inflation declines in August, but prices remain near multi-decade high. Media accused of slanted coverage of hot-button issues. Texas Governor Abbott, Queen of Netherlands clash over abortion policy. Bolduc wins New Hampshire's GOP race to challenge incumbent Democrat. Swing state voters reveal key issues influencing their decisions in crucial midterm election. Shocking images of homelessness greet New York City tourists. Crisis worse since Great Depression. Zelensky visits newly liberated Izium. Officials decry signs of torture. Yeah. Seriously, I kind of wonder, for a politician that's supposed to be Green New Deal, he sure don't travel green, does he? How about Joe Biden? He travels black. With high exhaust output from his jet engine plane. Go figure that out. You want to push the Green New Deal, asshole, and you're not even bother taking the Green New Initiative of taking the bus. Hypocrite. Stand with your own policy, you motherfucking asshole. You know, Biden, you and other Green Deal do people that all do this. You'll hop on your planes, hop in your gas guzzling cars, and yet you're demanding that the rest of us walk. This is bullshit. I don't mind cabbage, plain cabbage, say cabbage. I never see Jimmy's one. So, the point is that these hypocrites are telling us, oh, you gotta buy electric cars. You can't have your gas guzzling Thunderbird. You can't have your gas guzzling SUV or your Hummer or whatever. But I can travel on an airplane that guzzles more than 5 gallons of kerosene in a single hour. Actually, more like kerosene guzzling, but more like in a single minute. Airplane ride. Just to travel between my Washington, D.C. and my home in Delaware. What kind of crap is this? If you really or truly want to be green, take the goddamn train. Take the train. Take the bus. Walk. Take a horse. You can do all that. It's time you start realizing you're not going to succeed at convincing people that your plan's going to work if you can't eat your own dog shit. You actually telling people you can't have a gas guzzler, you can't have this, you can't have that, and then you do all that same shit on your own. Now you tell me if that makes any sense. Now, as far as other things go, the Democrats are going to lose all their supporters. Because if they totally botch up on this story, averting this railroad strike, people are not going to forget it. Because the railroads are part of the Green New Deal. Sure, one day they want to have all the trains running underneath electric wire. But you guys can't even get enough energy in California for people to charge their cars. Now you're doing power cuts on people. Some people have been without power for over 48 hours. in California during power cuts. Planned power cuts. Because there's not enough electricity to charge cars and run air conditioners. So you need to build more power plants. Nuclear power plant is a good, at least it's a technology we know it works. It may not be the best, but it doesn't make carbon dioxide emissions. I don't think Jimmy. Oh, the Jimmy Stir Polka albums. I'm not really into polka, but I'm more into Italian. But yeah, I see what you're saying for the Silvermoon radio. I didn't forget about that project. That's an upcoming project. Someday I'm going to play the polka mass on Silvermoon radio. I think that would be Rick Pillar and his orchestra play the polka mass album on Silvermoon radio on Twitter. I think that'd be fun. Grab a whole bunch of records, throw them on the old Garage 210 turntable, and basically have some music. Well, that's a good compromise of a car. There's nothing wrong with a hybrid. Yes. And it looks like it's going to probably be coming back. Definitely sit around. Yeah, I definitely would say maybe this week and the next week and next Sunday. This Sunday maybe. Possibly. On Twitch. Yeah. Just like before, flop on a couple discos, records, and let her rip. Right, and that's what I plan to do. There's so many older ones are available as free views on Patreon. So for those of you who never seen Silvermoon Radio, I'll try to get going for Twitch. I don't think it's gonna be on Discord though, because of we kind of phased out the Discord chat. It'll be kind of hard to keep all the chats synchronized, but on Twitch, not a problem. So, we're supposed to start playing World of Warcraft. We haven't even gotten the day set yet for that. Started playing ahead of time. But still, well, I say, well, what these politicians are doing, they're just totally messing it up for everybody. Because they're not focusing on the reality of what's really wrong with the system. We drive, peons walk. It's a mentality. Oh, these energy bans don't apply to us. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. You say you're so worried about carbon emissions, but then you're belching out huge amounts of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide when you're flying a jet engine to Delaware. When you could have taken the same amount of carbon dioxide, if not less, taking the train from Union Station, Washington to Delaware, where you live. It's just so stupid. I have an original mint LP, a little Egypt's How to Belly Dance for Your Husband. I'll try to find out my storage. Okay. I was going to buy some more records, but unfortunately, we haven't had a lot of extra money to buy anything. I got an original exercise record too. I might just play that on Silvermoon Radio and just do a commentary on it. You know, what was Joni Giggin doing, creating an exercise record? Apparently she was one of those fitness people. And she made a record. Now, everybody knows the fitness videos, but this is a vinyl with a book that shows you how to do exercises. Given the notch on the size of the record, on the record jacket, tells me that that record was heavily discounted. It's not everybody was really interested in getting a workout record. Oh, by the way, I haven't actually televised any gameplay on, World of Warcraft or American Truck Simulator yesterday. I didn't do any televised gameplay. Because yesterday I was trying to do was learn how to back up my truck. How to back into loading docks. So is Message, so is Jimmy. I don't know if milk is part of the Roma. Yeah, but she's got a bad back. And she's really worked hard. All those years of, moving around, taking orders for groceries or for food for customers at the restaurant. Her daughter-in-law, I think it's her daughter-in-law. No, it's her natural daughter, Beda, is quite a nice looking person too. I see Kukuchu Envy for or playing. Yeah, they're playing. But now I happen to get how I'm supposed to get her Orgrimmar or from Silvermoon to Orgrimmar. I keep forgetting they don't have a portal. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go through, do it the slower way. Go take the translocation orb and behind the throne room, and then go through yucky Undercity to then take a dirigible to Orgrimmar that way. Yeah, I don't know where Vafer is now. I know Vafer is playing an orc. I don't know what character Kukuchu's playing right now. We already selected a server, so that's the one thing we have already selected on. We all selected we're going to be Horde. But it's now a matter of getting from point A to point B, which is not a scary thing. That mirrors real life. You can't get there from here. With the portal to Orgrimmar or Agrimmar, is it Agrimmar or Orgrimmar? I think it's Agrimmar. I kept spelling it wrong in the series, calling it Orgrimmar. Okay, I guess some way that voice kept it right. Agrimmar, the Silvermoon and Silvermoon or Agrimmar. Now, if I could get a portal, I mean, I have a character in the game on Westfall. She's a paladin. Oh, sorry, she's a mage, which is Tindiera. If she can get up high enough level, like level 20, she can start learning portals. And the first portal she can learn is Silvermoon. I don't think there really was any seriousness about ETs. I mean, H.G. Wells started writing about stuff, but I don't think like War of the Worlds, I think was written in the 20s. So it was after me and my first life. I died before World of Wars. War of the Worlds was produced for radio, so I didn't hear the original series. But the time machine did exist, at least in prototype, in the 1880s. Yeah, but ETs, I think there was some conjecture that given the size of the universe, that there had to be someone else out there. I mean, we're just starting to get good enough telescopes out there on Earth to see into the cosmos. And we could see that the cosmos was big. But we didn't really know if the other planets were inhabited or not. Nazis did not exist from when I was born in 1835 to 1910. Finland in the 1840s was given over to the Tsar of Russia. Okay? So we were facing Russian occupation by Nicholas the Tsar. Because Sweden gave the Tsar of Russia Finland as a gift, because originally it was a Duchy of Finland, was part of Sweden. So under Swedish rule, I mean, I was like about, what was it, about 10 years old? Not even that. I'll just say 10. When the whole entire country was given to Russia. And the one thing that's scary as heck to think about is when we were a duchy of Sweden, we were doing pretty good. But then when Sweden gave the Tsar Finland, we faced a whole new situation, a whole new ruler. No, it was a part of the Russian Empire. Prussia is actually Germany. Yeah, that's Germany is Prussia. So like a second ball, we were punted from Sweden to Tsar Russia. He wanted to use us as an expansion of his ports to ship products more to the west. Sounds pretty good, but a lot of Finns didn't like being part of Russia. Thus, to 1911, you had the Winter War, where we basically fought hard to get Russia out of our country. And we succeeded. And then in 1996, we joined with the European Union. And now we're trying to join with NATO. This is Sweden. Yeah, that might be true. As I said, it's a combination of many things. History doesn't just happen because of one event in a vacuum. It happens over many events that coincide together. Just like the modern day messes that are going on today. Yeah, if you look at it, it's a chain of events that make the things work or not work. Speaking of modern history, I don't know what you guys are going to do with all the stuff going on in the world, but what you do need is another hero. You need to find a group of people that's going to help and focus on getting the job done. Finns consider Lenin and Trotsky national heroes. Yeah, well, what makes sense? Because in essence, they did exactly what they kind of got us out of the Tsar's control. With the Romanovs out of power, there was we had a chance to get the autonomy that we were fighting for in the Winter War. And now Russia was just recently rattling their sabers, saying is, if Finland joins NATO, we're going to invade Finland again. Over my dead body, you are. We don't want you. And you're not going to tell us if we can join NATO or not. Screw you. And if you bring your tanks and boots on the ground in our country, if you don't remember in 1911, we're going to go out there and we're going to kick your ass again. I know it was after I passed away, but I certainly have read about it afterwards. Are you doing a live stream ceremony? No, that's the spring steward's or fall steward's responsibility. By the way, don't forget, because the United States will remain in summertime year-round now, that the convocation for Yule will still be happening at 0000 hours Universal Coordinated Time. Right. But instead of being at 7, it's going to be at 6. So, just keep that in mind. So, theoretically speaking, the convocation for December 21st will be happening on December 20th at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Instead of 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Is that right? Yeah, because you're spring out 1 hour ahead. Yeah. I don't even know where that person lives or anything about them. By the way, Russia is thinking that they're going to have to institute a draft for general deployment, troop deployment, because they are running shortage of people and munitions. So there's going to be, in Russia soon, they're going to be starting general deployment. And I don't think the Russian people were exactly, excited at the prospect. And so they're trying to turn the propaganda machine up to make it look like the Russian people are doing good. Statistically speaking, it's a mess no matter what side of the war you look at. And I don't know if that's going to solve the problem. He was in the chat earlier. Yeah, I know. I saw him. So, I'm still a little bit nervous about this afternoon meeting. I know one thing you're probably going to be saying is, why? Well, because I don't know how it's going to go. Now, since I'm going to bring my tarot cards with me, I might just do set up and do some tarot readings there as well. Because she likes tarot reading also, so I can probably pull up the tarot readings. By the way, is he bringing in the mid-roll live stream advertising has helped us earn a few extra dollars per show. Not much, but just a little bit. But I don't really like the idea. I don't want to do that. But it just shows like today's, throw a few advertisers in. It doesn't hurt you any. Doesn't hurt anybody with advertising, does it? So let's throw in a video. And now a word from our sponsor. Okay, we are back. And so if that's what it's going to take to get money in here, that's what it's going to take. Advertisers are still willing to fork out the green stamps. Speaking of green stamps, S&H green stamps did try to reinvent themselves for the 21st century. I don't think they did too well. But I remember my excitement my mother used to get when she would go grocery shopping and she'd get a roll of green stamps with a grocery bill. And then she would stick them in these books. And then once you had a certain number of books saved up, you would go ahead and redeem them for items. The newer S&H system doesn't work the same way, and I'm not sure exactly what stores even work with S&H green stamp in the online form. So when we say green stamps, that's kind of where that term comes from. It's from S&H green stamps, which was very popular up into the mid-1970s. Yeah, I have a lunch date also to get ready for 1 o'clock. So, this is just an example of a piece of interesting history. What's going on? Looks like it's time to get ready to wrap it up. Everybody's getting ready to go home. Everybody's getting ready to go home, and I'm gonna get ready to get ready for that meetup. Yeah, so everybody, I want to say thank you for coming to the show this morning. Sorry nobody came on the panel today. I don't know why nobody came on the panel today, but it happens. It happens. Alright, guys, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. This is like a 16-inch grinder. Hope you're hungry because you're going to be eating a lot of it. No. I don't need them. Why would I want to have to put money
Well, I know you don't need it. Well, because you might want a big book.
These are the real deal, baby. These are real.
But would you wouldn't want to see Rosie. I mean, they're massive.
I know. I know. But then again, you also see, like, all people that got those things. What happens is after you get to be a certain age, everything's sex. And of course, we have tools of trade. The fame, the calendar, the clapper. Let's call the spirits back real quick.
Open one. Perfect. Five. That's how we take care of those pests.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. And thank you very much for watching. Stay out of trouble, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, normal time. Yep.